Hi everyone, welcome back to the Maz channel. Thanks very much for tuning in. I'm going to just do a little light-hearted video today. I thought I'd take you through my mostly drugstore fragrance collection. So yeah, most of them are from Avon and places like that, except for this little beauty here. And yeah, they're relatively inexpensive. I've had some of them a long time. There's a couple of them you can't get anymore, but most of them you can. I've actually cut up these little testing strips for the perfume, so I'll be smelling them and describing them to you. And then I've also taken the liberty of looking up all the top, middle and bottom notes of the perfumes online, so I'll be going through what each one contains. So I'm going to start off with this one, which is Christian Lacroix Absinthe. It sounds very posh, but it was from Avon in about 2009, I believe it was. That's when it came out. So this one, I'm just going to spray a little bit of it on here. Ooh. So yeah, this one, it's not an obvious floral fragrance at all. You kind of, when you first smell it, I think you get like almost a honeysuckle type of fragrance, so it's not like a sweet smell, and it's quite like, I don't know, a professional kind of smell. You can imagine someone wearing this in an office who was quite powerful and successful. It's not a very sweet perfume. It's got a slight sharp aroma to it when you first smell it, but then as you wear it, it's kind of more, not musky, but woody, I guess. And I looked up online and it does actually say that the notes in this is, the top notes are wormwood, anise and freesia. Middle notes are saffron, narcissus, artemisia and orchid. Well, I've no clue what they smell like, but orchid sounds about right. And the base notes are the woody notes, so you've got myrrh, ebony wood and amber in this one. So that figures the kind of softer smell you get when you're actually wearing it, and you don't get that sharp initial smell of the orchid and things. So yeah, that's that one. As regards how much I like it, I tend to prefer kind of sweet vanilla-y fragrances or something a bit more citrus, so I think I'd give that one a 6 out of 10. It is nice, but it's a bit too professional for me. Okay, along similar lines, this one here is Avon Little Black Dress. So this was less expensive. I'm just going to swatch this. Oh, that is not how I remember it at all, actually. That is sweeter than this one. And again, when you first smell it, you definitely get more of a sweet kind of smell to that one, because I remember last time I wore this, it smelled quite kind of dry. It didn't smell sweet to me initially. Okay, so it says this is a oriental floral fragrance launched in 2016. The top notes are plum, pink pepper and Sicilian lemon. I can actually get that, actually. It does smell quite citrusy at first. Middle notes are jasmine, rose petals and peony. Yeah, definitely the peony I can smell in there. I think that's the sweetness to it. And it's got an undertone of sandalwood, musk and vanilla. So I quite like that one, actually. In fact, I think I prefer that to this one. So I'm going to give that one a 7. It's not as potent as that one though. Now this one, it was from Tesco. It is centuries old. Well, not literally. I think I bought this, embarrassingly enough, in around 2006 or 7. But it was always, well, my favourite perfume. It's just simply called Fragrance Mist, and it's got kind of like this damask pattern on the bottle. Just going to spray that. Oh, I love that. I love that so much. It kind of reminds me of if you get like when you first open a can of Sprite. I know that isn't sophisticated at all, but that sweet smell you get when you open up a really nice can of orange or something like that. It's a beautiful smell. It's kind of sweet, it's citrusy, and it's quite crisp as well. It's almost quite refreshing at the same time. Unfortunately, I have no idea what is in this at all. I do have a boxed version of this here, and it does say on the box, bask in the exquisite oriental fragrance with a sparkling Italian citrus top note and a floral heart on a base of warm vanilla woods. It's kind of got all the things I like. It's got the vanilla base note, the citrus smell, and a bit of sweetness as well. So that's that one. It's from the Tesco Finest range as well. And right, moving on then, so we'll move on to this one. This was also purchased from Avon. It's Britney Spears' Secret Fantasy perfume. It did have a little key around the bottle, but I seem to have lost that. And again, I was very fond of this scent as well. So I would give that one a 9 out of 10, I think. Possibly even a 10, to be honest, because it's everything that I want in a perfume. See, this one's lovely as well. This one smells a bit more like sweets. It's kind of similar to this one in that it is quite a sweet fragrance, but this one's more crisp. Yeah, this one is more like a hint of jelly sweets or something like that to it. So I'm just going to have a little look what is in this one. I think this one's more of a younger fragrance. Okay, so it's a Secret Fantasy, was launched in 2010. The top notes are big strawberry, pineapple, apple and watery notes. Okay, and moving on now to the Davidoff Cool Water fragrance. I'm not actually that keen on this one. It's a more expensive one, and I did find it made me feel slightly wheezy when I wore it. Yeah, so this one could almost be like a unisex fragrance, I think. It's got this very aqua, almost men's shower gel or men's aftershave kind of feel to it. It's kind of almost a bathroomy kind of smell. It says that it contains ozonic notes, which I presume is like water, you know, when you smell ozone. Citrus, pineapple, blackcurrant, honeydew melon. I can definitely smell the honeydew melon in that. And lotus blossom and water lily. Again, yes, it very much smells how it looks, this one, in the blue bottle. You know, it's very aqua. Heart notes are May Rose, Jasmine and Muguet. And the base notes are Orris, Vetiver, Sandalwood, Peach and Mulberry. Now, I don't know what a lot of those smell like, but yeah, I would give that one a 5 out of 10. I gave that a 6, so I'll give that one a 5, I think. It's not really me. It's a little bit too masculine, or, well, not masculine, but not sweet enough for me. Okay, so moving on then to this one. So Avon, again, this is Avon Look for her. The bottle reminds me of the Miss Dior bottles with the bow on the top like that, but obviously not the colour. So I really liked this one from memory. So I'm just going to spray a little bit of that one. Yeah, this is lovely. This is really, really sweet. And it actually reminds me of something, and I cannot think for the life of me what, but it's some kind of sweetie that it reminds me of. It's sweeter than all of the others. It's not a vanilla-y kind of fragrance. It's very much a kind of jelly sweets. Almost like smelling a bag of Haribos. Okay, so this was launched in 2014. And the top notes are red berries, mandarin orange and bergamot. Yeah, middle notes are white flowers and night blooming cereus or cereus. Base note is sandalwood. So it's really nice. It's not overpowering, and it's still quite grown up, even though it does smell like Haribo. It's still sophisticated and not intrusive. It's just a really nice non-headachy type fragrance. I really like that one. So I think I would give that one an 8 out of 10. Okay, so moving on now to two more. In fact, I'm going to do these two together. So these are Avon Trezel. They're very old indeed. You can't get this one anymore, but you can get this in some places. This purple one was another one of my favourites. It's called Tresel Seduction, and from memory this has quite a musky, vanilla-y, sweet smell to it as well. So I'm just going to try this one. Yeah, that's nice. It seems to have lost a bit of its potency actually, or whether I've just smelt too many of them. But yeah, it's again not dissimilar to these two in that it is sweet, but it's slightly more musky, slightly softer. In fact, I'm sure it has lost some of its fragrance, because I remember this to be lovely and really almost like verging on musk and vanilla, but with, you know, like a soft fragrance. I would definitely recommend it anyway if you can get any, but I don't think you will. When this was in its heyday and hadn't lost its scent, I would have given that probably the same as this one, a 9. And then this one I was less keen on at the time, but let's just see how it goes now. This one was more dry, less sweet. Yeah, again, like, it's quite a dry fragrance. That when you first smell it, it does have like a citrusy fragrance to it, but it's quite bitter in a way. It's, in general, it's just not sweet at all for me. So let's have a look what is in those two perfumes. So Tresel Seduction, which is this one, is a floral fruity fragrance launched in 2007. Top notes are plum, blackberry, blueberry, cranberry and raspberry. Middle notes are patchouli and orchid, and the base notes are vanilla, amber and musk. So that definitely, the amber and the musk and the vanilla definitely soften that one. The Trezel, which is this one, that is launched in 2003, but you can still buy it. And its top notes are lotus, tuberose and rose. Middle notes are pepper and licorice, and base notes are lily, musk and iris. And I think the pepper and the licorice must be what give that its kind of slightly bitter, drier fragrance. So yeah, that one wasn't really for me. I'd give that one a 5, I think. Okay, so moving on to this one. This was another old favourite of mine when I was in my kind of early 20s, Pure Blanca. If I went out clubbing or whatever, I'd often wear this one, along with another one which I'll talk about later. So let's just swatch this. This was a very fresh fragrance again, as I remember. Yeah, that is actually quite similar to Little Black Dress, but a bit softer. So it's got that crispy, refreshing kind of fruity fragrance to it. Quite a cool fragrance. Let's have a look what's in there. So again, it says it's a floral fruity fragrance. They all say that, don't they? Top notes are pear, strawberry and mandarin orange, and middle notes are gardenia, white orchid and jasmine. Base notes are white musk, vanilla and amber. So again, like, whenever there's musk in a perfume, I always think it softens it up a little bit. But I really like that one. It's a close second to these two for me. So I'd say I would give that an 8. But it is quite a soft fragrance. Okay, so let's try, which one shall we do next? This one. Now, I absolutely love this one. This one is another Avon special. It's called Tahitian Holiday. Another one that kind of smells how it looks, really, how you would expect a holiday to smell, you know, a tropical beach. So this is, yeah, this is just coconut in a bottle. Coconut and aqua, really. Definitely got a coconut kind of base to it, and then a kind of watery, maybe even watermelon undertone, which kind of softens it up so it's not too overpowering. I really love this. Again, I think I would give that a 9 because it is in my top 3, I would say. So let's see what is in there. It says it arrives with tropical and sea notes of sun, palms, sand and sea. Yeah, definitely. Really nice for holiday fragrance. So it says there is cyclamen and ginger in the top notes. Well, I can't say I can smell that. And the heart blooms with aromas of tiare flower, jasmine and exotic coconut. While the base notes are sensual musk mixed with accords of Monoe, is it, or Monoir coconut. Sorry about the pronunciation, but definitely you can smell the coconut in that one. This one I think is really pretty. I love the bottle. It reminds me of Chanel, Coco Mademoiselle by Chanel. Just the look of it and everything. Can't afford Coco Mademoiselle, but anyway, let's just have a smell of that one. I do have a free sample of it though, so I should have found that out actually for this video. But it wasn't as sweet as I expected it to be. Coco Mademoiselle wasn't. They're all starting to smell the same to me now. Again, this one is a little bit more heady, I think. When you smell it, it kind of knocks your head off a little bit. It's quite a sharp fragrance in a way, a little bit maybe citrusy, but it's got a kind of more bitter undertone to it. It's called Autograph Blush, and it's by M&S. So yeah, it looks really nice. I probably would give that a 7 because it is a little bit too potent for me. Let me just see what is in there. This says it's a subtle blend of floral notes with vibrant fruits, all centred around a heart of warm amber, sweet vanilla and smooth musks. I must say it doesn't smell all that sweet to me, but there we go. Moving on then to this one. This is Katy Perry Purr. I seem to remember this one being similar to this Trezel. I must show you the bottle on this actually. Yeah, that's nice. So it's a cat and it's got crystal eyes on it and then a little collar, which is quite sweet. Yeah, this one's unusual. No, it's not like that one. It's kind of sweet, and I would have difficulty to describe that. I'm not the best at describing it in the first place, but this one I just can't really say. It's not what you would call a floral to me. It's not vanilla-y. It's quite strange. It says it's from a French perfumer house anyway. Combining top notes of peach, forbidden apple, gardenia and green bamboo with the heart of jasmine, pink freesia, Bulgarian rose and the base of vanilla orchid, creamy sandalwood, white amber, coconut and musk. So yeah, there's quite a lot of different things in there, and maybe that's why I have trouble identifying it, because there's so many different ingredients in it. Just have another go. Yeah, it's quite a sweet fragrance actually. Actually, on the second spray I like it better. So yeah, I'd probably give that one a 7 or an 8 actually. I like it better the second time around. I've had a little break as well because I think I was going a bit nose blind. Okay, so moving on to the less exciting ones now. This one is United Colours of Benetton Eau de Toilette. Now this is so old, it's actually gone a bit discoloured. I think it actually might need chucking away, but we'll just see what it smells like. I've got a feeling this may be called Pink Woman, because there is a Benetton fragrance available now called Pink. It's in a different bottle, but this is so old that it's probably just the old style bottle. It was never particularly strong when it was new, but let me just, yeah, see, that doesn't smell right. That smells like it's gone kind of fermented. It's got a really strong alcohol smell, so I think that's going to have to go in the bin. But the reason that I did buy this was because as a teenager and sort of early 20s, I used to wear a perfume called So Kiss Me. And I thought they discontinued it, so this was the closest that I could get to it, and that was kind of like quite a sweet come vanilla fragrance. It was more sweet actually, and yeah, this was slightly like that, only less strong. So yeah, not entirely sure if that is the Pink fragrance or... this one again is really old. It's called Cotton White. It's an Eau de Toilette by the Body Shop. I've had this for absolutely years as well. and this was quite similar to the Pure Blanca if I remember, but not quite as sweet. Again, that does smell slightly strong and alcoholic again. Yeah, a bit bitter, so that might have to go as well. But it was similar to Pure Blanca, and I think that has been discontinued as well, that Body Shop one. And then finally, we'll end with this one, the expensive one. Just got to get it open, I don't want to ruin the box. Right, so I've managed to get my Chanel No. 5 out of the box. It is just a beautiful little bottle. They're so ornamental, these things, aren't they? I'm actually going to put this one on because I don't want to waste it by spraying it onto paper. So let's just go mad. It's lovely. Okay, so what is this like then? So again, this reminds me of an old-fashioned honeysuckle perfume that my nan used to have, but it's also got, and it's been on a while, it's got a different fragrance actually, like a, what would you call that? It's quite fresh, it's very potent anyway. I can't really describe that. It's not an overly sweet fragrance at all. It's more fresh and clean, I guess. It's not vanilla-y. I know I keep saying that. Or musky. It's quite sophisticated. I wouldn't have said it was overly girly. It says the top notes are aldehydes or aldehydes, I don't know how you pronounce that. Ylang ylang, neroli, bergamot and lemon. Middle notes are iris, jasmine, rose, orris root and lily of the valley. Base notes are civet, amber, sandalwood, musk, moss, vetiver, vanilla and patchouli. So yeah, it's definitely not a, you know, a sweet, rosy, typical floral scent at all. And like I say, it does remind me of sort of honeysuckle. It is probably slightly citrusy. But yeah, lovely, very strong perfume. And that concludes my perfume collection, guys. I hope that it's been a little bit of light relief for you to watch this. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you did, then please do think about subscribing to the channel. I would really appreciate it. I'm only a small channel and I do intend to upload regularly, and I would really appreciate more subscriptions. So thank you very much to everyone who's already subscribed and who's watched this video. Keep your eye out for my other videos. I do all sorts of vlogs on life, on fashion, beauty, also even some ASMR as well. So yeah, do stay tuned, and thank you very much, and keep safe everyone. Okay, bye.